Hi, Math 20. Let's check out 4(2)28. We want to find cosine of 17 pi over 6. So first we need to figure out where 17 pi over 6 is. So I try to think of multiples of 6 so that I can kind of split it up into two fractions. So 17 pi over 6, maybe 12 pi plus 5 pi over 6. And I like 12 pi because 12 over 6 is 2. So this would give me 2 pi plus 5 pi over 6. So this tells us we're going to do one full circle, right? We like 2 pi because it's a full circle, and then we'll go to 5 pi over 6. So 1, 2. 5 pi over 6 is in the second quadrant. So you want to get a little bit familiar with that unit circle, especially at least identifying where the angles are. And so we want to relate this to one of those angles. We want to relate this to, what do we know? We know 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2. So we want to kind of find that reference angle as one of these. So the reference angle would be the shortest distance to the x-axis. So that would be on the left side. So my reference angle would be pi over 6. So cosine of 17 pi over 6 will equal either positive or negative cosine of pi over 6. So how do we decide positive or negative? We look at the quadrant. So we learned that cosine is the x values, so cosine is positive on the right and cosine is negative on the left because it's the x values. So cosine of 17 pi over 6 will equal negative cosine of pi over 6. So it's really important that we draw the graph. It really helps us visualize what's going on. And then what else? Now we just need to figure out cosine of pi over 6. So I really recommend memorizing that first quadrant, but the way I remember it is cosine is the x side, and so the longer one was root 3 over 2. So this would be negative root 3 over 2, right? And then, so when we have 60 and 30, pi over 6 and pi over 3, right? The short side is 1/2, the long side is root 3 over 2. And then for matching pi over 4, we have root 2 and root 2. Root 2 over root 2. So that's kind of how I memorize it. So the short side's 1/2, the long side's root 3 over 2, and then the equal sides are root 2 over 2. But you'll definitely do better in calculus if you at least memorize the values in the first quadrant. And then everything else we can just use reference angles. So hopefully this helps. If you had to use this video to answer 28, go ahead and try maybe 29 through 32 to get more practice. So see if you can do a couple without me. All right. Let me know if you have questions.